Get asked a question all the time about gentrification also too, because I'm in real estate. And it's like, okay, not all development is good and not all development is bad, right? Like there's
duality to all parts of it. Future me tuning in. If you haven't seen my Uvita Costa Rica vlog, please check it out, because in this video will make a lot more sense. But I was on the way to Manuel Antonio. We stopped in Quepos, which is where Parque Naomi is, and I had to check it out, so that was so pretty.
Main beach is the national park.
And this is Quepos Point right here. Y'all in Costa Rica, like what? Y'all see this beautifulness? Wow. Bro, people like actually are from here. Can you believe that? Like people actually are from here and get to live here and experience this all the time. This is the municipal park. I'm not sure what a municipal park is compared to a national park. I think municipal is like city or town. IDK, but it's beautiful. How do you guys get used to these hills? Oh my gosh.
Well, the first time that I got in here, I did it in like small, very small car, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make it in the way back.
Everything's covered up, y'all, but as you can see, the house is gorgeous.
This is one of the 2 months of bedrooms.
Wow.
I'll show you the outside in a little bit.
Wow. I'm gonna get on your nerves, so that's all I'm gonna keep saying is wow. This is beautiful. Do you guys see this? What? Wow. And then you have the shower part right here. Oh my gosh. This is gorgeous. You guys. Look at, oh my gosh. Just look at this, y'all. This is the house in Costa Rica. We're still in Quepos, see?
This is
Manuel Antonio. No? I always say we, I don't know, whatever, let it go. I'm heading to Manuel Antonio today. I'm about to check out of my hotel and then slide over. I have about 2 to 2.5 hours there. And then I will be getting picked up from this hotel to continue forward on my journey. I'm actually a little sad because I feel like I'm gonna miss Uvita, even though I'm in Manuel. It's only like an hour apart. But Uvita is where I just came from. That's where I was for the last 10 days. And yeah, I made a lot of really good connects towards the end, and I have a feeling I'm gonna end up back there. Maybe not permanently, but definitely to visit. So it's kind of like one of the things of being a traveler is like right when you feel like you're getting settled is when you leave. So it's a blessing and a curse, because I was kind of starting to get bored, but it's really like about people. Once you start meeting people and building community with people, you feel like you want to stay. That's how I felt right before I came here when I was in Tampa, honestly. But now that I'm out of Tampa, I actually think I'm good on Tampa, but that's another story for another day. Let's continue forward.
I'm going down for down. I'm a dog. Kids too. We going bone for bones. He beat my shit from the back. He love when I scream. I'm going cold, bitch. When you down, when you on, when you down, when you on, when you on, when you down, when you on, when you on. They ass like strippers. Yeah, I'm packing the A like flipper. It's ice on me. I'm chilly. 3 times I went triple dipper. Bitch, it's going down like a.
This park is my time here. Everything is reminding me to come back to the breath. It's so important what we say to ourselves, because I almost started this part being like, oh, I don't have enough time to see the park, and then I was like, no, I have more than enough time. I'm always right on time. On the way in here, I saw the white-faced monkey. He was so cute. He was so small. And then just now, I just saw like they look like prehistoric ass crabs, but they were bright red. Like their coloring was very beautiful. So that's all I've seen so far. But I have hope. I have a lot of hope. So stay tuned for the next. Coming from Manuel Antonio, do not miss the waterfall trail. This is so beautiful. Like, wow. So every time I say I'm gonna stop eating cheese, I see something I want to eat. Because what even is that, bro? That looks so good. So we're gonna get it. Fuck it. 4.5 hours of driving. We have made it to Monteverde. I'm about 8 minutes from the hotel. I highly recommend Interbus. Or they're not Interbus, well, I guess the labels, maybe they are, I don't know. The company I booked through is called Easy Ride though. So whoever they are, I recommend. This area is not cute. This is the bar. Ooh, y'all. It has been a long day, but we made it. First of all, if you come into Monteverde, make sure you bring you a light jacket. A light chaquete or abrigo. Pero, ¿por qué? Hace frío in this bitch, you hear me? Go, motherfucker. Ooh, it has been a long day. So when I left Manuel Antonio, I went to Manuel. I think if you're gonna go, I recommend going a bit earlier in the day because you will likely have a better chance to see animals. The only thing I saw when I was there was a monkey, un mono, which was really cute. But he was on the way into the park. Like he wasn't even in the park. It was like we just happened to see him on the drive in. So don't mind me, I'm really cold. And when I'm cold, I start to like lose color. The color that I have barely I lose. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. So I saw the monkey. Then I saw some really cool looking crabs. And after that, I saw a raccoon. That was it. And it was an $18 fee to get in. And it was about $10 there and probably like another $12 to get back. So total like what? A little over $40 for the day, which isn't bad. But if you want to maximize that, obviously I would suggest going earlier in the morning. You'll probably be more likely to see animals. And the bus or the transfer came. It was cool because there's only 3 of us there, including myself. The other 2 people were a couple, so we had plenty of space to just chill. It ended up taking us like a little over 4.5 hours to get from point A to point B. There was a slight bit of traffic and everything else, but otherwise it was chill. So when I got to my hotel, which was Hotel Villaverde, I feel like the pictures really that were online didn't really match what was in person. Like it matched, but the pictures were a lot more enhanced online. I will say that. When I got in, I would say like the hotel room I was in was kind of dirty. It was cold. The lights didn't work. Like the main room light worked, but like which was like really harsh, but the lights that were on the desk didn't work. One of them was broken. The shower was like full of bugs. It was dirty. The bed, it was made neatly, but it just looked like nobody took the time to like spot check it before I came. Like they just had a room that had been sitting empty for a few days and they were just like here. And I was like, yo. And then there wasn't any hot water, and that was what took me. Cause like, I mean, I can put up with a lot, be real, but hot water, which I know is like a thing in Costa Rica and like in South America and Central America in general, because that can be a thing in Colombia, but that was more so when you're in the cut. Here it's a tourist area, so I would imagine most places have hot water. So the new place I booked, which is pretty cute. I like their mission. It's called Hotel con Corazon, Hotel with Heart, and they said that a portion of their proceeds they donate to local children in Monteverde. So I thought that was beautiful. And when I asked her, she was like, yes, we have hot water. So I was like, okay, I'm coming. So it was great, and I ended up getting a free upgrade to a king room. So that is where I am right now. So I'll show you guys really quick before I get settled. Come in. This is what it's giving. What the floors look like. Please note there are no TVs. What you see is exactly how the room comes. I'm starting to appreciate not having a TV in my room though. I will say that. I like the small details. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I thought this looked like a toucan or like a bird. But yeah, very beautiful. The bathroom reminds me of my bathroom when I was living in Medellin. I don't know why it's like doing that. I'm not really wanting to focus, but yeah. So if you book with them, this is what you can expect. I'm in love with the shower. Like what? In one of the Monteverde hotel. I feel very beautiful and wholesome today. I just started my period and I needed some extra rest. And I was like, I feel a little anxious because I want to make sure I can catch the sun while it's still out and explore a bit. Because Costa Rica is bound to change weather at any moment. And I was like, I still need to do my hair. But I was like, bro, just relax. You're on your period. Just flow. And it'll all work out. So, well, it good. Ended up not even taking as much time as I thought I needed, like I usually take. So I'm really proud of myself. Let me show you this view. Yo, look how beautiful this set out there is. This is just gorgeous. And it's a beautiful day. Like, I feel so grateful. Forest. I kept going back and forth about which one I wanted to check out because I've been wanting to come to Costa Rica for 6 years, and Monteverde was always on my list. But now that I'm actually in Monteverde, the city, I learned that there are actually 3 cloud forests here: Monteverde, Santa Elena, and one like it's named after the children. So pretty. And basically Monteverde, I was told, is very populated because most tourists know about it, and Santa Elena is more quiet. So I felt like this would be the better option for me, being that I am on my monthly time of release, a chance to have some solitude, probably be able to possibly see more animals because it is more quiet. Oh my gosh, the air is so, like, y'all, it's gorgeous. Like, look. So I'm gonna get a few clips here and there. I'm not really gonna vlog too much because I really just want to be here, and it's beautiful. Apologies if it's not focusing. It's really cloudy. If you ever come on a clear day, you can see the volcano from here. And I actually did see it. I've just been up here meditating a bit without my camera, so by the time I pulled it out, the clouds started blocking it, so now you can't see it, but I did get to see it, and it is very beautiful. I'm going there next month, mid-September, so I'm really excited. I just saw a hawk twice. It's insanely beautiful up here. I haven't even been in Costa Rica long, but it's already taught me so much. I feel so back in touch with myself. I really feel like I'm remembering myself being here. Like, things that I'm learning aren't really new concepts, but my physical vessel forgot what the soul has already known. It feels like remembering to really slow down, to be still, to be silent, to allow, to not take this life so seriously, that you really can and do command your reality. What you give energy to is what you give life to. I'm very, very grateful and blessed to be here, and I feel like crying. It's the euphoria, it's a bit of nostalgia, it's my period, and overall just deep gratitude to be alive and to be somewhere that I've wanted to be for 6 years. And also just observing myself and how I feel, being here alone, being here, crafting my dreams, being uncertain of how it all comes together, but just allowing and trusting and knowing, believing, receiving. I've worked really hard, and sometimes it doesn't feel like it because the physical reality is still catching up with where I am mentally and spiritually, but I know that it is catching up, and I know that I am allowed to rest. I am allowed to be here, and I am allowed to be alive without feeling like I have to prove it to myself or anyone else. I am just allowed to be beautiful, to exist, to take myself out of the box that I've placed myself in, that others have placed me in, that society, the box that I knew. It is okay to shine, and everyone is allowed to shine uniquely. Just because someone else shines differently doesn't mean that you both don't shine and are not both unique and incredible in your own ways. Costa Rica. I learned that Monteverde Cloud Forest is actually a forest that is growing, not shrinking, due to the efforts of locals and the organizations that care for the cloud forest and their mission. It's really beautiful. I also learned that the golden toad, which is now extinct, actually it was discovered, like they discovered why species were going extinct because of that forest, and scientists even to this day go there to learn more about life in the habitat and things of that nature. I thought that was really incredible. Also, the reason why it's a cloud forest is in like a major attraction is because it's so rare. There's, I think they said, less than 800 in the entire world, and the ones in Costa Rica are some of the biggest. Also, it's the clouds themselves that hold the moisture that, obviously, you know, it still rains here, but the clouds are what are keeping the wildlife, the trees, and everything else, giving them life. And I might be missing some other information, so if I am, I'll put it somewhere here. But it's a really, really incredible experience. I'm claiming before I leave, I'm gonna see a monkey. I'm gonna see a monkey. Un mono. Much love. Pura vida. Wow. Y'all see, it's like, this is so much more beautiful in person, how the mist and the fog is. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Yo, my butt is ready to look so good because all I've been doing is hiking and walking up these hills. But look at the view of my hotel. I'm in love with the fog. It's so pretty. Like, wow. It's so pretty though. Like, geez.
Even when I know you lie, I wanna love you. 'Cause I love you. You would be right all the time if it was up to me.